Welcome to History Insight. Today, we delve into the past, exploring ancient Asia 13,000 years ago. This era was significantly different from the world we know today, with varied landscapes and wildlife. The grasslands and coniferous forests dominated the vegetation, while the sea levels were lower, revealing new territories for human settlement. Join us as we unravel the secrets of this fascinating time period and learn about the lifestyle of the people who lived there. 13,000 years ago, Asia had a cool and arid climate due to the expansion of glaciers in the northern hemisphere. This led to the formation of extensive grasslands and steppes, stretching from the Mediterranean to the Far East, covering substantial areas of modern-day Russia, China, and Mongolia. The elevated regions were dotted with coniferous forests, primarily consisting of pine and spruce trees adapted to the cold and dry environment and providing habitats for animals such as bears, lynxes, and wild sheep. The fauna was also unique, with large mammals like mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, and wild horses roaming the grasslands and steppes. The fauna of the ancient Asian grasslands and steppes were highly adapted to the harsh conditions, with thick fur coats and large bodies to conserve heat. The herbivores, such as bison, elk, and muskoxen, thrived in the grasslands, while predators like wolves and cave lions roamed the region in search of prey. Birds, including eagles and vultures, were also abundant, feeding on the remains of the large mammals. While much is known about the flora and fauna of this era, some aspects of the environment and species adaptation remain speculative. For instance, the maintenance of the grasslands and steppes could have been a result of grazing by large mammals or wildfires caused by lightning strikes or human activity such as hunting. The exact boundaries of these habitats are not well understood and may have shifted over time due to factors like precipitation and topography. Some studies suggest that the grasslands and steppes were more extensive in certain areas and less so in others. In Asia 13,000 years ago, the predominant human species was Homo sapiens. Other human species, if present, would have been isolated and rare. One such species, Homo floresiensis, also known as the Hobbit, lived on the Indonesian island of Flores around 100,000 years ago. This species was small in stature, standing about 1 meter tall and had a relatively small brain size. They were believed to have lived in isolation and evolved unique adaptations to their island environment. The ancient humans in Asia lived in small, mobile groups. Following the herds of animals they relied on for sustenance. These people were skilled hunters, using advanced tools and weapons like spears, bows, and arrows to hunt large mammals. They possessed a deep understanding of the environment and the animals they hunted, using this knowledge to track and capture their prey. The lower sea levels also created new opportunities for human habitation, with the coastlines offering a wealth of resources like fish, shellfish, and marine mammals. This new source of food allowed humans to settle in new areas. Archaeological evidence indicates that the human populations in Asia 13,000 years ago had already begun to form complex societies and cultures. It is noteworthy that ancient Asia was home to several advanced civilizations that made remarkable contributions to human history. In China, the discovery of pottery dating back to 18,000 years ago highlights the ancient people's expertise in ceramics and the various purposes they served, like cooking, storage, and rituals. The Zion Rendong Cave in China, estimated to be around 13,000 years old, is one of the most prominent archaeological sites in Asia, yielding a rich collection of stone tools, pottery, and human remains. These artifacts suggest that the people had a high level of technological and artistic skills, as well as a complex system of beliefs and rituals surrounding death and the afterlife. In Japan, the German culture, from 14,000 to 300 BCE, is famous for its cord-marked pottery and advanced fishing and hunting techniques. They lived in pit houses and raised dogs and pigs. The Mega site in India, which dates back to 7,000 BCE, provides valuable information on the early agriculture practices of the Indus Valley Civilization, including irrigation systems and artifacts such as pottery, tools, and jewelry. Göbekli Tepe, located in Turkey, is a significant archaeological site dating back to around 11,000 years ago. It features large stone pillars and circular structures that were possibly used for ceremonial and ritual activities. The discovery of artifacts like stone tools, pottery, and animal remains at the site highlights the advanced technological and artistic skills of its inhabitants. Early agriculture may have been practiced by some human populations in Asia 13,000 years ago. For instance, research indicates that millet may have been cultivated by people in the Yellow River Valley in China as far back as 10,000 years ago. However, the exact timeline and extent of early agriculture in Asia are still subjects of ongoing research and debate. Human populations in Asia 13,000 years ago were diverse, with different cultures and lifestyles in different parts of the continent. The unique environmental conditions of each region, including resource availability and other human groups, influenced the development of these populations. Southeast Asia's Sunderland region, which includes Sumatra, Borneo, Java, and the Malay Peninsula, has attracted attention from scientists and researchers due to its unique flora and fauna and the possibility of early human habitation. During the time period of 13,000 years ago, lower sea levels revealed the land bridge connecting Sunderland to the Asian mainland. This land bridge, known as the Sunder Shelf, would have been a rich source of resources such as fish, shellfish, and terrestrial animals. It's believed that early human populations may have crossed this land bridge and settled in Sunderland, potentially leading to the development of unique cultures and ways of life. However, while the land bridge was present, it's also worth noting that the region would have been affected by the rising sea levels. Researchers speculate that the rise in sea levels would have caused the land bridge to become submerged, leading to the fragmentation of the region and the isolation of the different islands. This isolation would have led to the development of different cultures and ways of life on each island and the evolution of unique flora and fauna on each island. Another speculation is that the region might have been the location of an ancient civilization, as some scientists believe that the region was home to advanced cultures capable of building large-scale structures and complex irrigation systems, which would have been able to withstand the challenges of the rising sea levels. However, this is still a topic of ongoing research and debate, and more evidence is needed to confirm this theory. We hope you enjoyed your journey with us through ancient Asia and discovered new and fascinating information about our ancestors. The past always holds surprises, and it's incredible to learn about the ancient cultures and lifestyles that once existed. As we learned, the ancient human populations in Asia were diverse and comprised of different species, cultures, and lifestyles that were shaped by various environmental and climatic conditions. Through the study of artifacts, human remains, and burial sites, we can gain insight into the technological and artistic abilities, beliefs, and rituals of these ancient peoples. The exploration of history is a continuous journey of discovery and surprise. We encourage you to continue learning and expanding your knowledge on this topic and others related to ancient civilizations. There are countless resources available that delve deeper into the topics we covered, and many more waiting to be uncovered.